everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Packers going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken near the 13. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Newton on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Here's Newton now on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher to...
Drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On second down, here's Newton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Dancing to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
To throw on second down is Newton. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Newton now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. Now 4th down.
But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Shotgun snap for Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
A gain of 3, second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They fake the give. Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a first carry for their fullback. They got 2 of the 3 they... So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They come out here in the I. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Pardon the rims of the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. That's taken it around the 40. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll go on the ground. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Newton now on second down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Come on now. Back. You're set. You're set. Come on, good.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
319!
On second down, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game. Do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive. Be bold. Let's get it downfield right now. Other guys will look at it and say, you know something? I think we're in a position to get 3 points if we don't make any big mistakes. Run our offense, get in that spot, and see if you get the 3, and hopefully maybe even more.
Either way, I bet they're happy to have options. Underneath for Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Duke Johnson, 27 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they're going to speed things up here.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's third and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Third and long, it's Newton. That is caught inside the 5. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Man, while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw on second down is Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Set. Wake up. He's checking. Crash. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now they're in the hurry up. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Duke Johnson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Set. 180. 3 down. Come on now. Wake up. Check. Set 180. Wake up. Check 31. Check 31.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do their play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And they'll run it here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Deep drop, and he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's the fullback. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
There he goes right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver, an even 90 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing here, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their big-bodied receiver with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
when the night ends. There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street.